Alright friends, welcome back to the channel. I don't usually do this video, but I want to do a mid-month check-in this month. There are a few reasons why I'm doing this. I just want to let you guys know that I did not keep to my budget this month. Although I'm on an aggressive savings journey that I mentioned to you guys, I'm going to save $1,500 and also keep to my expenses of $400 every single month. But in June, there are a few reasons why I couldn't hit it. There are going to be months where in certain cases, you are not able to hit what you have planned for, and that is perfectly fine. So don't feel so stressed about these kind of situations where you are not able to go according to what you have planned for, but allow for some room and allow for some space for things to adjust a little. And this is a mid-month check-in. I'm gonna adjust things a little, and also I filled in my budgeting spreadsheet just to update a little what I have spent so far. Where did my expenses go to, more income that I received this month, and yeah, so let's just dive straight into the spreadsheet. If you want to get access to this spreadsheet, it is a paid option. Details to that will be linked in the description box below, but you do not have to buy this spreadsheet. If you want to set this up, let me know in the comment section below. I'll do a video on how to set up a new spreadsheet from scratch, exactly like how I did it. And also in my previous video on how to budget with $2,700 income, there is a free spreadsheet available in that one, which I will also link to down below. If you buy the paid version, thank you so much. It will really help with supporting this channel. Whatever comes in goes back into producing videos more for you guys. So I have my spreadsheet here that I'm going to make reference to. As much as possible, you'll be able to see the spreadsheet as well. Alright, so let's jump into my sources of income. My salary is consistent in interest and dividends. If you have watched my past videos, you know that I keep some stable coins, USDC, into platforms like crypto.com, Nexo, and a new one that I have started was Hodernot. Right now in current situations, I left the coins in there because it is a one-to-one peg to the US dollar. I earn interest on that. Yes, it is risky, but there are some interest coming in as well. For example, today I withdrew the crypto.com's earn program because it's not attractive anymore. So I withdrew that out, and in total I received about $18 over a period of 3 months with just a few hundred over dollars in there. So I don't put much in there because it is risky. So I receive almost $20 in interest. A few cents in that $20 comes from money that I have in the bank. So as I mentioned to you, bank interest is peanuts right now. Don't leave your money in banks because it's not worth it. If I scroll to the interest box, you can see that in DBS and UOB, the interest that I've earned was only $1.19. It is not much. If you want to know where to park your emergency funds, I have a video on Singlife. That is where I keep my money at, and you can refer to the video. I'll link it up above and also down below. The interest that you will receive is 1%, so that is more attractive compared to like 0.4% leaving it in the bank. Cashback, my statement was due yesterday. In total, I received $66.10 on 2 cards that I use, UOB Evol and also UOB Absolute Amex. Earlier this week, I released a video on the UOB Evol card and why I feel that should be your first credit card that you should apply for if you are a new credit card user, or if you have just graduated and started working not long ago, because of the attractive cashback rates. If you're a person that chases cashback, go and refer to that video. I'll link it down below and also up above again. It's pretty useful. This month in cashback for the UOB Evol, I received $35.89, and for the UOB Absolute Amex, it was $30.21. Next up, in the others category, this was a project that I worked on and I received $204. And for sale, I sold my clip speaker. So I had a bookshelf speaker that I placed somewhere there. I can't point correctly, but it was somewhere here. I sold the speaker on the app called Carousel. Carousel is a really useful app. If you have any items that you want to sell off secondhand, you can go onto that platform and sell your item. Now let's move on to bills. As I mentioned in the beginning of this month in the Money Diary series, I have a lot of fixed expenses going out this month because of my insurance renewal. 2 days ago, I actually paid for the accident plan annual renewal, and I used the UOB Absolute Amex card to earn me a 1.7% cashback. If you do not know how to earn cashback on your insurance premiums, please don't miss out on this. If you're paying for insurance premiums anyway, why not just earn some cashback on that? So it is going to be significant. What I did was that I used the UOB Absolute Amex card and I top up GrabPay. And using the GrabPay MasterCard, I used it to pay for my insurance premium through the AXS app. AXS supports insurance premiums payment for a lot of insurance company. You can go and find in that list there whether it works for you. Why I use AXS is because Prudential doesn't allow direct Amex payment. Using that, I earn 1.7%. So I paid $175 for my accident plan. At the end of the month, I have to pay for my hospital plan, which I will also use the same method and it will earn me 1.7% cashback. Don't belittle this kind of amount. If I take 1.7% times 175, so it's about $2.90 and close to $3. You are already paying for your insurance premium, so why not earn a little cashback on that? So yeah, don't miss out on that. If you want a detailed guide through, I have as well. I will link it up above and down below. For savings at the initial part of this month, I had budgeted $1,105.27. I have transferred this amount over to places where I keep my emergency funds at. Whether will it be the actual amount that I save for, I honestly do not know. I know I always mention that we should always park our money aside for savings first before we move on to the variable expenses. I did that, but my variable expenses this month is going to be a little high because of certain social gatherings, certain celebratory events. There's another airplane! Right, so let's move on to expenses summary and also the expense tracker. I have budgeted for $400 in a few categories, but let's just take a look at how I've been spending this month and what has come in. So for groceries, I spent a little more. What did I buy? I bought Weet-Bix. If you've watched my surviving on $10 budget when I work from home, some days when I don't want to eat too much, I eat Weet-Bix together with oat drink. That was one of the expenses. I didn't know that Weet-Bix was that expensive. It's like $7.65 for the huge pack of like Weet-Bix at NTUC. And what else did I spend on? I spent on Mediya. Mediya is a Japanese grocery store, so I bought some stuff there. That added into the grocery section. I bought bread as well. So whatever that I buy for groceries or whatever that is for home, I count it under groceries. And then eating out, I spent $46.65 so far. It's gonna get higher. I have a few gatherings planned for between now to the end of the month. It is still quite little considering now today is 17 June. By the time you're watching this, it'll be this Sunday. And entertainment, what did I spend on for entertainment, we went to sing karaoke. If you do not know, singing K is allowed right now. My group of friends are fanatical about singing karaoke, so we went for that earlier last 2 weeks or something like that. So it's not very cheap as well, but still it's the fun that matters. So as I mentioned, yes, keep to your budget, but there are going to be days where you just want to have fun. Please go. If it's still within your budget, go for it. There are good months and there are not so I didn't meet my budget kind of months. So yeah, so this month is one of them. Last month I exceeded by a bit if I'm not wrong or something like that, but this month I know that I'm going to be spending quite a bit more. Because aggressive saving journey, this is really aggressive. $400 a month, I think it's a little hard to hit for many of us out there. So I try my best, but this month it's not going to be that. And I don't want to hurt my mental health just to keep stressing on myself that I need to keep within this budget. We are all already stressed out at work, so just please don't put so much on your shoulders to say that you must fulfill this, but relax. Yup, that is one of it. Wellness, I went to cut my hair a little this month. It's not much of a difference, but seriously, cost of living in Singapore, it's increasing and cutting your hair is not so cheap anymore. In the past, when I cut my hair, it was about $30, but right now it increased to $40. That's like, how many % jump is that? Inflation is apparent right now, so as much as possible we save, as much as possible where we can earn cashback we do, invest wisely as well. Next up we have the others category. So what did I spend on in others?
A few moments later.
Oh, in the others category, I actually paid for my taxes this month, which I didn't account for. So taxes, I'm doing it in an installment. It's installment free anyway. And I bought something this month. The upcoming plans that I have in the following months, I will be traveling quite a bit later to the end of the year. I actually bought the Air Travel Pack 2. It is a 33-liter bag, hoping that it will help to decrease the weight that I need for check-in, or maybe not even needing check-in at all. Yep, so I hope that down the road when I travel, I don't have to get check-in luggage, but what I can do is to just bring that backpack together with maybe a carry-on luggage, and that will help save me some cost as well. That was an investment. air travel pack, if you know that brand, it is about $400 to $500 for a brand new one. I got one version backwards. Right now the latest one is Air Travel Pack 3, but I got Air Travel Pack 2 because there wasn't much of a difference and it's also brand new anyway, so I feel it was a steal. And what I did was that I used the money that I received from selling my speaker right over there. If you really calculate the cost, $220 minus away $150, I technically only paid $70 for that bag. So it works out this way. Maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. As of 17 June, this is how much I spent. It is over budget. I do have some celebrations coming up from now to the end of the month, so I'm going to be spending a little bit more, maybe a lot more, but I am prepared for this, and this is what saving earlier has allowed for as well. So basically what I want to say is, don't stress yourself too much. There are going to be months like this where you do not meet what you have budgeted for, and that is perfectly fine as long as you try your best to consistently maintain having saved some money. In some months where you exceed it by slightly a little more, it's fine. Don't stress yourself too much. I'm a living example of how sometimes budgeting and planning doesn't always go your way. It doesn't always mean that what you have budgeted for, you will always manage to hit it, but there are going to be months like this. Don't stress yourself too much. That's all I have for this video. I hope somehow this is actually helpful or like interesting to any one of you out there who is watching this. This whole channel is just somewhere for me to like have fun, and hopefully it'll turn into something. Let me know in the comment section below if you feel that there's other things that you want to see me do videos on. Leave them down in the comment section below. For those of you who have been consistently watching my past videos up to today, I just want to say a huge thank you for sticking throughout this journey, and there's going to be more to come. Am I moving to a different country to stay for a while, and how much cost is going to go into that is all going to be coming up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because I know a lot of you watch my videos but you're not subscribed. So subscribe to the channel. I hope this video has helped you. Give this video a big thumbs up, boost the algorithm a little. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.